Evening guys, so it is nearly 8 o'clock here, dark and dingy outside, rainy, we've got a candle going, it's nice and cozy inside. I haven't filmed anything in the last week or so because I think I overdid it a bit with the stash bust last month, so I had to give my hands a bit of a rest, and I also just sort of wanted to take my time a bit more. Even so, I have quite a bit to show you guys, but basically this video is just going to be a sit and chat about what I've made the last couple of weeks, the progress I'm making on my stash busting, and sort of my plans for the lead up to the market. So first things first, I have been making baskets like a mad woman. In my last video, if you watched it, I made these two. So I made this purple one, got 2 handles either side, a good size, fits about 4 skeins of yarn or whatever else you want to put in there. It's nice and sturdy, it stands up on its own, but it's still soft enough that you can fold it and put it away if you wanted to. And then I also made this larger red, yellow, and well, I suppose it was 2 yellows and a red one, and this one was a lot bigger. Same size handles, I think. Nope, they were slightly larger handles, but yeah, bigger ones. So I made these 2 and I showed you guys those in the last video. And after that, so I basically freehanded them, and I really liked how they came out, and they got through so much yarn. I think I got through 3 full skeins of yarn for this one, and then this one used a little bit less than that because obviously I made it smaller, but also the yarn I was using, I'd already pre-used one of the colours, so I didn't have as much yarn to work with. I apologise if you can hear the cat playing in the background, he might come and say hi. So yeah, so I made those 2 at the end of last month, and since then I have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more I think. So I'll show you guys. So this one, another small one, same size as the purple one. It's in the teal. I used the same aqua that I made the other scarf with last month, as well as the black. And then I mixed in, I have a bit of the scrap here. I mixed in this tweed dark blue. I really liked the little pops of orange and yellow, and I think it looks really nice in the basket. I'm really happy with how it came out. This one I am keeping for myself. It's my new sort of like project basket. I have a couple of like clear plastic boxes that I use to store things I'm making in, but this is like for the immediate thing I'm making, and I can sort of take it wherever with me. So I'm really happy with this, and this one I'm keeping. Outside of that, another teal one I made, oh, I'll put that one down there actually. Another teal one I made was this one. Again, same, I think this one's actually, no, this one's the same size as well. And slightly taller though, I made this one slightly taller. It's again the aqua and the black, but instead I used a sort of like, I guess like, it's not khaki, it's like I suppose like a pastel khaki sea egg blue. No, yes, I don't know what colour it is. It's a teal colour, but like muted. It's really nice, and I'm really happy with this one, how this one came out. This one was initially going to be the one I was going to keep, but then I made the one with the darker blue and loved it, so this one will now be going to my market. And then I made quite a few green ones. So I have, oh, this one there's a loose strand in it, there we go. So I made 2 of these. One is slightly bigger than the other. Let's see if I can hold them both up. One is slightly larger than the other. I think this one has taller sides, and this one's just a bit wider. So they, this one sort of stacks into the other one quite nicely, but has the taller sides, as you can see. So these both have khaki in them, as well as like a grassy green and the Christmas green. I'm really happy with the combination of that as well. I love how mossy it makes them look. They look very like woodlandy, and I think if I don't sell them both at my market, I will probably keep one for myself. So I really like them, and they're just a bit bigger than the others that I've made, the smaller ones. So if I stack those in each other, this one fits inside this one. They were sort of slightly varying sizes, so people have lots of options when they go to look at them. And then the last ones, I have other things inside, but I'll take these out quickly. So I made this one. It's a lighter green, sort of more a spring green. It's got the sort of like bright green in it, as well as a sort of like variegated darker green to give it a bit of pop and contrast. And then I also put like a glittery green in there, so I think it looks really nice. and I made 2 of these, so I'll grab the other one. It's got other stuff in it right now, but I made 2 of those, and this one again is slightly larger in size than the other one. And then what I've got inside is these, I've been basically putting all the things I'm prepping for the market in these baskets just to store them temporarily, so I'll go through those next. But yes, I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 baskets, 8 in total, but 6 in the last 2 weeks. So the things I have in this basket I'll go through in a sec, but I just wanted to show you guys what I had left scrap wise. So I had a lot of green. If you saw when I did my stash busting video, I showed all of the yarn I had at the beginning, and this is what I have left. So I have 2 of this grass green, 1 Christmas green, about a skein. I was using 2 skeins, so I have about a skein left of the pale green, plus another additional half of this one. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to double up on these as well as this, and maybe put a black in it or something. I'm going to find something else to add into it and then combine them and probably make another basket or 2. I've definitely got enough for 2 there. And then the purple basket, this is all I have left. I think this is about 20 grams and this is probably about 30. I kept the tags in the middle so I can identify them because I've got enough for another project or whatever I use them for. But I'll show you guys the completed skeins that I have for the baskets. I also have a little bit of this aqua left. I technically would call this small enough of a scrap, same with the white, to put in my scrap bag, but I'll probably keep it because what I'll do is I'm thinking I might combine these 3 plus some other colours and make sort of like a multicoloured stacked basket as well, but I'm not quite sure yet. And then I also have, this doesn't really count because it came from upstairs and not my yarn stash down here, but this is that glittery green that I was using on those pale green baskets. So yes, so these are all the skeins that I went through in the last 2, no, not technically 2 weeks. So these are all the skeins that I went through to make all of these baskets, including the red and the purple one. And I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have 13 skeins of yarn that I went through, plus I went through 1 skein of this glittery green, but they didn't have labels on them because they were given to me by my neighbour. So I went through 14 skeins of yarn making 8 baskets, which is really, really good. I'm really, really happy with that. A very good stash busting project. Outside of that, with the chenille yarn, which I used to crochet, which I'll show you guys the bits I made in a sec, I used up 2 skeins. I tend to find I don't go through these as much because I'm making smaller projects which don't necessarily take up a whole skein of yarn. So I got through a black and a white skein of yarn there, and I will show you guys what I made. So I've been batch making things for the Halloween market, so I haven't stuffed any of these or finished them off yet, but I've got a lot of leggy froggy shells. I've got these 3 colours so far, plus some multiples, so I've got 6 frogs I've made. No, that's a lie, 7. I've got 1 more down there. Plus I'm making some more in other colours. I've got a whole bag down here of different coloured yarns that I'm making. You can see I've got a couple of the frogs in there in the process. I'm like, where is he? There he is, hiding away. But I've put all the eyes and everything on them. I just need to, and I've got a tail to sew them together. I just need to stuff them a bit and sew them up. And these baskets are coming in really handy to store all of these temporarily whilst I'm market prepping, so they're really, really good. I'm really happy with them. So yeah, I've got 7 frogs made up, just need stuffing, and they only take a couple of minutes each to finish off. And then I've been making some, I've got lots of big ghosts already, but I've been making mini ghosts. Again, these aren't stuffed yet, but they're like cute little mini ghosts. I need to give them their eyes, and I've got a hole in the bottom to stuff, plus a tail to sew it all up and finish it off. And I've got 4 of those so far, and I'm hoping to make at least 1 more. Realistically, I've got a couple of 1 or 2 car journeys. No, I've got 1 day where we're doing 2 long car journeys, so I'll probably crochet a lot of these because these are quite easy to do. and I don't have to have stuffing on me to finish them, so I will probably make quite a few more of these. People love the ghosts. I have larger ones, but I also wanted to make smaller ones this year as well. So we've got 4 of those. And then a new addition this year, which I've made, is I found a cauldron pattern. I only ended up using the outside pattern. It had a few different pieces. It was supposed to be a cauldron that you could like put sweets in. So I just I bought the pattern and I only used the exterior part. So again, these aren't stuffed, but it's a little cauldron. It's got 4 little feet on the bottom and it'll sit like that. And then I use the sprinkle yarn and I've got 1 in each colour. So I've got purple, pink, green, blue and yellow. So 1 of each colour. If I have time, I might make a few more, especially with the green and the purple. But basically what they'll do is once they're stuffed, I'll do it so there's a little bump of the colour at the top, so it looks like a full cauldron with like a magic potion in the middle. I think they're really cute. I'm not sure if I'm going to add eyes to them yet. I'm still thinking about that. I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll probably put stuffing in one of them, place some eyes, see what I think it looks like, and whether I like it or not, then I'll make that decision. But I'm really, really happy with how these came out. I just freehanded the top. And yeah, I'm just really chuffed with how they look, so I'll probably make a few more, or maybe a bigger one or something. And then after that, I did order some yarn. So with the frogs, these little guys are always so popular. Everyone loves them. They always sell out so quickly. And I like having the larger ones on hand as well, because people tend to go, oh, the little ones are cute, but I can get a big one for twice the money. So I charge £10 for these, and I make the larger ones, which are about this big. And yeah, they're about just over a foot tall, and I use chunkier yarn for them, and I charge 20 for those. One, because the yarn's more expensive, and also I have to pay for the larger eyes and everything, but you know, depending on the size and the amount of time and stuff is how much I charge. That doesn't mean you have to charge the same amount or less or more or whatever. Charge what you think is right for you. But yeah, so these are really, really popular, and I want to make sure I had some more larger ones. So the little ones, I always just make loads in greens because everyone loves the little green frogs. The coloured ones do okay, but most people prefer the green tones and like these dark bluey greens. And but in the larger ones, people love the colours. People love the colours in the larger ones. So I only have 3 left. I think I have a black, a dark purple, and I want to say a hot pink or a red. I think it might be a red one. So I ended up ordering some yarn. I normally order from Premier from America, but because of the fact that the market's only a couple of weeks away, and last time I ordered from Premier Yarns, I think it took about a week and a half to arrive, so I didn't want to cut too close in terms of it arriving and me having to make them. So I ordered some yarn from Wool Warehouse. Sorry, I had to cut there because I showed you guys my address. A big package arrived yesterday, and I have opened it and had a quick look, but I haven't had a proper look, so I'll have a look with you guys now. So Wool Warehouse really kindly always package them in these big bags, and I'm already loving these colours so much. I'm hoping that this is a similar size to my normal chunky yarn. It looks like it is. It looks like it might be a bit denser, which, yeah, it is a slightly smaller size, but it looks denser. Feels denser too, so I'm hoping we'll get the same result. But this is the Signet Scrumpalicious Super Chunky. And this is a beautiful turquoise colour. It feels like quite a dense ball as well, so I'm hoping maybe I'll get 1 or 2 frogs out of each ball. That would be nice to get 2. But yeah, these would be good. I do think the frogs will end up a bit smaller than normal because the yarn definitely does look a bit thinner, but we'll see. It's really nice though, and the convenience of being able to order it and have it arrive in 2 days rather than a week and a half is definitely well worth it. So maybe I'll have to price them a bit differently if they come up smaller, but I'll see what happens. I need to remember what size hook I use. I think I use my 10mm, but I'll have to double check. But yeah, so we've got a really nice teal. This is just because I love blue and I think frogs look cute in blue, so we get blue. We obviously got green. It's not showing the best colour on camera. It's a bit greener. It looks a bit washed out on camera. This is like a sort of like bright grass green. Sort of like, oh, how do I describe this? Yeah, just like peak summer grass green, like a nice green. It looks a bit more washed out on camera. I'm not sure why. I don't know if I can shade it. No, it still looks blue. It's less blue than this in person. Really nice colour, very traditional green colour. Then I got, again, a dark sort of tealy colour to match the smaller ones. Slightly different shade, but very close to it, just slightly lighter. But people always love this colour, so I thought I'll get a similar one. This one feels a bit fluffier. And then I got purple for Halloween, obviously. People love purple. And it's like a nice, I want to say lavender, but it's a little bit darker than lavender. It's a good purple though. And then last but not least, everyone loves pink. So I got a cute baby pink, and I did have a couple of frogs in this colour, the large size, at my last market, and they went super quick. So I thought, well, I'll just add some more pink frogs to the batch then. So we've got 5 colours. We've got the pink, the teal, pink, turquoise, teal, the green and the purple. So we've got all of those. So I'll be really happy if I can get 2 frogs out of each. So each ball of yarn I think was £7.50. Normally try and buy things on sale. I'm usually a big buy on sale because obviously you usually get a pretty good discount. But in this case I needed the yarn fairly quickly, so I didn't want to wait and see. So yeah, really happy with those. That'll be a main focus this week. This next week will be making frogs. So that'll probably be what you see in the next video, is an army of frogs. So yeah, if I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if I can get 10 frogs, I'll be happy. I mean, I'll be happy anyway, they'll all be cute, but. So outside of making frogs, which will be my main goal, is these big ones, plus a couple other spooky things. I'm not quite sure what exactly yet, but I do plan on getting this final scarf finished. So I haven't even started this one yet, but I need to unravel this and add it on to this, so then I can have a nice cute sort of rainbowy scarf to add to the market. I've already got 4 scarves made, but I just thought while I'm trying to keep clearing out my stash and tidying everything up, I'll get this one finished as well. So I think frogs, this, and maybe some other little bits and pieces. I'm not quite sure exactly what yet, but you'll see that in the next video. Outside of that, what updates? Oh, I wanted to show you guys. So I previously mentioned that I was getting, when I was making my market bags, I was collecting all the scraps. So I started caking it up into like a scrap ball. So it's all the Halloween colours, because obviously I've been making Halloween bags. I've got a few other, I think I've got an orange, a purple and a black to add to this. But I'm slowly caking this up. And I'm not sure whether I want to make this into a normal market bag like the ones I've been making, or if I want to make it into the same market bag that I'm currently designing, because I really love this. And I showed this in the previous video. This is the one that I'm making. I've given it a solid bottom and then the mesh and then the handles. Not finished yet, still need to finish it. I've just been putting off doing it. But yeah, I'm thinking I might instead use this if I have enough of it, or when I eventually have enough of it, to make another multicoloured one. Because this one, when I'm done with it, I'm probably, I don't know if I'll keep this or if I'll sell it. I feel like maybe I should keep it because it's the first one I made. I think I'll probably make this into one like that, and it'll be similar colours because these were Halloween colours, so it basically looks the same. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing with that, but I don't have enough to make one of these yet because this uses a lot more yarn than the normal market bags does because of the solid bottom. So I don't know, I'll see how much I have once I've added all the colours, and if I don't have enough for this one, I'll make the standard one. Okay, so I think that's everything I wanted to cover this evening. Thank you so much for sitting down and having a chat with me. I hope you have a great evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And if you did like this video, please give it a like or comment down below and say hi, or if you are interested in seeing more from me, please do give me a subscribe. Please subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.